Hello and welcome to Divine Conquer Overhauled version 7 Thalios Bridge faction overview of Ered Luin. So, the Blue Mountains, what can we talk about them? Well, first and foremost, the landmark, the Torrance Hall, gives you, I don't know why it says Northman, will give you all of your missing good units and legendary units because of the huge city once you get to the barracks event. That's about it. For economy, the tradable resource that contributes to your industry are gold for best, silver second best, and worst is wine. And this is basically for the best. The gold will give you 2050 extra income. You're losing money, extremely so. I don't know, I forgot to show this for Airborne, but you're definitely losing money as Airborne. Your unit's expensive. Luckily you have a fortress with 7 free upkeep units, but how many of them can you actually... Oh, not many of them. Oh no. And the smallest village will give you 200 income. Your mines are amazing as dwarves. Let me just showcase the mine. Oh, there you go, mines. The gold mine will give you 1250. The second one will give you 2000, and the third one will give you 3000. So mines are your backbone, basically, of your economy. And that's about it. No changes to the bodyguards. They have their own unique ones. And yeah, that's it. Okay, let's go look at the units. And here we are, the unit overview. I'm not gonna talk about the merchant cavalry because I'm just gonna showcase that you can get them. You also, all the dwarven factions get the dwarven laborers. That's just a given. Now that we covered that, let's go talk about the Ered Luin Militia. 15 attack, amazing. 3 charge, of course, shit, and total defense of 20 with 2 armor. Oh boy. 15 defense skill and 3 shield, and hit points of 3. That's right. 3. All of your Ered Luin units have 3 hit points. You might be wondering why. Well, they're very sturdy. Their armor is shit, and the logic that is because they're in constant snow and it's cold, and armor becomes basically shit because of cold. I don't know. That's it. That's it. The armor is shit because it's cold. Stupid. I know. I don't care. I want to do that. I want to make them unique. That's it basically. But the 3 hit points makes them unique. So Ered Luin is the only faction in the game that will have 3 hit points on every single unit, including the general. So that's amazing. Yes, you know, very weak, but honestly with 15 attack, 93 of them, which is okay. 15 attack and 3 hit points, you're gonna kill your unit, the enemy, before you lose your unit. You just will. You're gonna lose you, of course, because of the low armor, but you will kill the opponent. They cost 3360 and have an upkeep of 1660. Relatively cheap, but yeah, very weak armor. Next we have is the Ered Luin Pikemen, the actual breakers of the rule for Ered Luin. Your pikemen are very much the exception to the rule, because I felt like you should have a little bit of armor for at least one type of unit, and for that I chose the pikemen, because Ered Luin is all about the pikemen. The developers of DAC wanted it to be, and I agree with them. Pikemen make the Ered Luin unique, and I decided to show that. So of course, very small unit size. 11 attack for pike is amazing. 3 charge bonus, of course, horrible, and total defense of 20 with 12 armor, 8 defense skill, and of course 3 hit points. That is amazing. That is, for Ered Luin, that is amazing. For everyone else, not so much, but for Ered Luin, that is amazing. 3,400 cost and 680 upkeep. You want them. Get pikemen as much as you can. Just get pikemen. Next we get is the Firebeard Warriors with 10 attack, 5 charge, and total defense of 20 with 5 armor and 15 defense skill, and of course 3 hit points, and effective against armor. That is a very good, just an answer to armor unit. especially with its 3 hit points. That is a very good answer to armor. Let me find their cost. Oh. I hate when they're so... Oh, fine. Okay, found them. Alright. The cost is 3,490 and upkeep is 1,720. That is a good cost. For an armor effective unit, that's an okay cost. The armor, yeah, 5 armor, shit, but 3 HP, pretty good. And Ered Luin scouts with 4 attack, 11 missile attack, very good, effective against armor, of course. 3 charge bonus, shit, of course, and total defense of 20 with 3 armor, 15 defense skill, and 2 shield. Yeah, very much not a heavily armored unit, but of course 3 hit points to compensate for that. They have a range of 150, so a decent range for dwarves. Cost is 3,370 and upkeep is 1,640. Let's move to the good units. Longbeard Swordman, 19 attack. Oh, that's good. 4 charge, shit, and total defense of 30 with 7 armor. That's horrible. 20 defense skill. That's amazing. And 3 shield, and of course 3 hit points like every other Ered Luin unit. Let me just find them now. Talk about the cost. They're a decent offensive unit. Decent. For defense, horrible. You don't want to defend because you're gonna get slaughtered. No armor. But other than that, in melee they're actually okay, but archers would kind of tear them apart. You want to attack, you just want to be in melee constantly. Cost is 4,370 and upkeep is 2,100. Next we have is the Pikemen, the good stuff for Ered Luin. 15 attack, amazing for Pikemen, 3 charge, and total defense of 30 with 18 armor. Finally, again, very high armor for your faction, and 12 defense skill, and of course 3 hit points. You want them, recruit them as many as you can. Trust me, there is not a single unit you want to have more than your Pikemen. Pikemen are your answer to armor. If you don't have, or your armored units. If you want armored units, go with the Pikemen. They cost 4,410 and have an upkeep of 2,105. For what they are, good cost. Next we have is the Broad Beam Marksman. 8 attack, which is okay. 19 missile attack, amazing. Effective against armor, awesome, of course. And if skill against mounts, pretty good. Can't hide anywhere, awesome. Crit charge bonus is of course shit, and total defense of 30 with 10 armor and 20 defense skill. They don't want to get shot. They do not want to get shot. If you allow them to be shot, they will be killed easily. So do not allow that. Other than that, they are an amazing range unit, and you should have them as much as you can if you want range. I don't know how people feel about range units in the Dwarven factions, but hey, they have them, and these ones are pretty good. Their range is 190. That is an amazing. This is an amazing range unit. I think this is the best crossbow unit, in fact. Yeah, I think this is the best. They have a cost of 4,680 and have an upkeep of 2,185. So a good cost for what they are. Next we have is the Longbeard Crossbowman. Worse unit than the Broadbeard Marksman. 7 melee attack, 17 missile attack, effective against armor of course, and 3 charge bonus, and total defense of 30 with 7 armor, 20 defense skill, and 3 shield. And of course, the hit points are the same for everyone else, which is 3. Let me just find them so I can talk about their range, and just to show. I mean, first of all, on sheer damage, the Broadbeard Marksmen are better, but in range speaking, these are only 165, so you're getting 25 extra meters of range on your Broadbeard Marksman. Get these. If you can't, of course, Longbeard crossbows are a great alternative, but you won't have Broadbeard Marksman in your elite, your best units, your best armies. You don't have the Broadbeard Marksman, hands down. All right, let's talk about the Gabilgathol Guard. 22 attack, awesome. 4 charge, horrible. Total defense of 40 with 5 armor. That's right, your elites have 5 armor but 30 defense skill. Theoretically speaking, no melee unit will touch them. Like, that is extremely good versus melee. And 5 shield. Of course, 3 hit points. What does that tell you? That tells you that you should be aggressive. As much as you can, be aggressive with your units. They have a cost of 5,280 and an upkeep of 2,540. You want to go into melee. You want to go into melee. These guys will wreck shit up. You have no armor. You need to be using the defensive skill to deal with your enemy. Of course, Khazad-dûm Guardians, you get them. Let's move next one to the Azogulf Tomb Protectors. Of course, very small size, 77 soldiers, 50 attack, that's awesome. Effective against armor, of course, just amazing stat for anti-armor. Inspires nearby troops, pretty good. 5 charge bonus, of course, shit. And total defense of 40 with 10 armor, shit, and 30 defense skill, godlike. And of course, the 3 hit points. Like I said, godlike with the defense skill. You want to get them into melee. You just want to fight. That's basically what Ered Luin is now. It's all about fighting with the melee. Don't allow them to get shot. If you want to go to look at Warhammer, basically these will be the Khorne faction. Basically, not a lot of armor, but a lot of skill and defense in melee and very good melee units. Have a cost of 5,330 and have an upkeep of 2,570. Next we have is the Greenborn Reavers with 27 attack. Even better! 27 attack, reliable in snow, frightens nearby infantry, great, and total defense of 40. Again, shit armor of 10 and godlike defense skill of 30. And hit points, of course, are 3. Both of them are great. Both of them are great. 27 attack is just insane. So both of them these are anti-armor, these are anti-infantry, basically. And they have a cost of 5,430 and have an upkeep of 2,590. And these two, we talked about them in Erebor and Khazad-dûm. So this is just to showcase that you can recruit these. And if you want armor and you have the ability to recruit these, you should, because they will basically compensate for your armor. But to get that point, you're basically into the late game. So you're gonna basically learn how to play with Erebor units, or you're gonna fall. There we have the Tumun Zahar Nobles. 27 attack, great. 6 charge bonus, horrible, but at the same time good for the Dwarves. And total defense of 40 with 10 armor. Again, shit armor, but 30 defense skill, godlike, and 3 hit points. So again, same logic. You want to fight. You don't want to stand back. You don't want to be allowing the enemy archers to pepper you, to kill you. You want to attack. They have a cost of 5,080 and have an upkeep of 2,360. So what can we tell about the Blue Mountain Dwarves, the Longbeards, the Firebeards, the units? Actually, I think it's the Longbeards. The units, the most ancient dwarves, I would argue, of Middle Earth. They have no armor. They have no armor. The cold has destroyed their armor. They're all about the defense skill. They learned to be very, very, very skillful, but not to. Because of the extreme colds, they could not maintain great armor. That's basically it. The metal rusts. That's it, basically. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. I greatly appreciate the support. Goodbye.